Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I don't really need to have this set up. So if you have it connected, you can disconnect it. I'm going to get out the parts that I need here. I'm going to say when you take this apart, put the pressure sensor and the resistor back in this little bag because it'll protect them. Okay, so when you're setting this up, you're just going to follow the wiring diagram, but you'll notice that there's these, they call these male ends and female ends. Those specifically need to go with the pressure sensor. So these will fit onto the pressure sensor like so. And those will come out a whole lot, but we're not going to physically connect anything permanently here. It's just not worth it. Okay, so looking at the sensor, these are just going to connect anywhere you want to your breadboard. Doesn't matter what color the wires are or anything like that. When I first started doing stuff, I thought that kind of stuff mattered. It definitely doesn't. All right, so I have this connected here. Better? No, not really. Okay, so I have this connected here. Okay, so I don't think it matters which side is which, but just to be sure, I've got brown, on the left. If I end up getting negative numbers, that probably just means that I need to switch this. So if you're getting something and it's going the opposite direction, just take this and flip it. So brown is on the left. So if I'm looking at my circuit diagram, I have a wire that's going to go from lefty guy to this pin. So pin number A0. Pin A0. I guess I could do anything more. So pin A0. And then I've got my resistor, and it needs to be on the same row. So basically on this, remember, anything that's on the same row is considered on the same wire. So like all of this is connected here. And then once I pass this bar, this is different connected. So I'm just connecting it on this side, and whatever row this is connected to over here, I'm going to make sure it's connected to the same row. And then this guy that's connected to the resistor, according to the diagram, is connected to ground. So it says G and D, that dude. Okay. Okay. Then I have one more from right side of pressure dude. Right side of pressure dude connects here, and it connects all the way over to my little A5 connector thingy. So, or 4 over 1, 2, 3, 4, A5 connector thingy. So in theory, that's all set up. If you start getting weird answers, it's probably because something wasn't connected right. Okay, that was fun.
So we're back in Arduino Explorer. It's lost connection because I disconnected it. So I'm going to reconnect this, come here, girl, to my fully connected wired, I can zoom back out, to my fully connected wired thingy. Okay, so all this is in one piece. It's ready to party. This is going to be awesome. Okay. So over here, I'm going to click Generate Script. And this is just the auto-generated script that I don't really care about messing with. Okay, so I'm not a huge fan of doing this in the .mlx. So I'm going to take this and this. I had just commented that out a second ago, but I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to create a new regular script, not a live script. Put that in there and squish, and take this guys and put them over here. I'm going to call this squish better. Okay. Now, I don't actually need the digital output, so I'm going to go ahead and just delete that. But I'm going to start with the CLC clear, and I'm going to run this, and hold on, I'm going to run one more that I'm going to grab off of here. So to rewrite the data, hold on. I think I played with this. Yeah, I played with this a little bit. So if you scroll down, you're going to see something that looks like this. I was messing around with it and I decided I didn't like it. But you'll scroll down and you'll see something that looks like that. Just take that, copy it over, and it should be good to go. So I'm going to save this and run it. See what happens. Gotta wait. Okay. So it found it, and now it's reading the voltage, but it's not saying anything. Okay. So I'm going to so that I don't have to sit there and wait for it to make that connection because that takes the longest, I'm going to suppress or comment that out for a minute. And then I'm going to unsuppress that and just run it again. Okay. So the current pressure on it is a, what do you call it? It says that the current pressure on it is 5. I think that's the max, which doesn't make any sense because I'm not pushing on it at all. So I wonder if I have it in there backwards. So I'm going to push on it really hard. No, it still says it's at 5. Okay, hold on. Let me try something. Okay. So let me make sure that I have everything set up right. Oh yeah, whenever I reconnected these, I connected them backwards. Okay, there we go. So that's why I was getting the max instead of the min. I was getting 5. So I mean, the video I had it right. I just was, I moved to a different spot to do the rest of the recording. And I'm gonna run this again. It should come around 0. There we go. Okay, yeah. I had my pins going to ground and A5 flipped whenever I remade it at my desk, and so then it wasn't working anymore. Okay, so I run this and it's 0. Now, if I push on the sensor and I run it again, I'm getting the high number. And as we accidentally discovered, 5 is apparently the highest number that there is. Okay, so let's do something where for a certain amount of time we can get a reading. Okay, so we know that we can do this and we know we can get a reading, and this is where we have to start thinking about, like, we could use a pause. There's a couple of ways we can do this, but I want to play with the date time variables a little bit because they're kind of new. Okay, so if I go help date time, there's all this information about it, and it's basically an array that represents a point in time. So if I say date time, and for example, I can say yesterday, today, tomorrow, now. So if I say date time, yesterday, it'll tell me what yesterday was. If I say yesterday, today, it'll give me the current date. If I say now, it'll get it down to the minute. Okay. So what I could do is I could be like, current time equals date time now. Okay. And then what I would want to do is get rid of all that. Then let's say what I might want to do is just be like, if the current time is, and I don't know if this is a thing that works, but maybe I can do this. I'm going to see if this works, and I have literally no idea if it's going to work. So while, could I say current time is less than end time? Maybe I could say, could I say current time or end time equals current time plus 30 seconds? I don't know if that's going to work. I think it's going to yell at me and be like, what are you talking about? Oh, well, also for that reason. Oh, well, I really don't know what it's doing now. Hold on. I'm going to actually take this out because I hadn't meant to run that yet. Okay, so whenever I added, it added 30 days. So obviously I don't want to run this for 30 days. Let's go into date time again and see how I add 30 seconds. Let's see, duration, that sounds like a thing. Duration, hours, minutes, seconds. Okay, so plus, I'm really just making stuff up here. Hours, minutes, seconds. What does that do? Probably nothing. Let me run this again. Okay. Okay, so that added 30 seconds. Okay, so if this is my current time, then that's my end time. Okay, maybe I'll call this start time. No, let's do that. Okay, but something I didn't do in here is update current time. Okay, so let's see what this does. It's busy, busy, busy. It's reading nothing. It's reading nothing. And maybe it'll stop in 30 seconds. The seconds are taking a really long time. To-do, 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 to-do. I forgot what we started at. But we gotta be getting close. It's not gonna let me scroll up. Okay, it stopped. I must have started it for 05. Um, yeah, okay. 05. Well, there you go. Okay. So that accidentally worked. It's always nice when things accidentally work. Okay. So it just ran through it until we ran out of time. Okay. So I definitely don't need to keep showing that time, but I do want to keep showing the voltage. So if I show the voltage, whoa, not all the way down here. I'm going to squish the gummy bear. Oh, look, it went up for a second. Did you see it? It did something. Okay. And then I let go. And then it moved. And then I let go. And then it moved. It's really, really slow. Okay. Really hard to see. So what I think is happening is that it's reading it faster than it's showing on the picture. So I'm getting a delay. Um, yeah, I think that that's what's happening. So maybe instead of showing me everything, maybe what I could do is keep a list of voltages or pressures or forces. Forces. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an empty force thingy. And then whenever I get a new force, so I'm going to go forces at end plus 1 because I'm going to go to the end, add a new term, and I'm going to call that A0. So I'm not going to show anything until I get down here. And I'm going to run this now. And I'm going to pushy, pushy, push, pushy, pushy, push, pushy, pushy, push, pushy, pushy, push for 30 seconds, pushy, push, pushy, pushy, push. It's taking really long because I don't know how long 30 seconds is, but it's pushy, pushy, push, pushy, pushy, push, pushy, 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 push. It's got to have been 30 seconds by now, right, guys? I really should check these things. 12, 25, 57. I guess it's still not there yet. This is like the longest. There we go. Okay. So there's my squishy, squishy, squishedness. And that's a lot of data. I don't want to rerun the whole thing. So let me just plot forces and just run that by itself. There's my squishy, squishy, squishes. Oh, that's fantastic. I love it. That's making me so happy. Okay, so I've got something basically working, sort of. So the next step is to see how fun and awesome we can make this.